set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Baby loves to dance. He's got the perfect stance. He's mine. Oh mine. Soothes me with his smile, touching all the while. He's mine. Oh mine. God, it's good to see you from the outside. God, it's good to see you from outside my eyes. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Tell me if I'm wrong to follow him this long. He's so vain, so vain. Possibly I'm blind to all his whims, but he's still mine. I'm sure, so sure. Please take good care of my love. Please don't despair of my love, of my love. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Watch for my signal from the outside. Wait for my signal from outside my eyes. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion. Set me in motion. I am a wheel. Set me in motion, motion, motion.
The Lemon Fabs, and a new single for them called Wheel, following the Go-Betweens with Bye Bye Pride. It's 9 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and the Lemon Fabs is one of 4 groups who have got their debut singles out on a debut album from Brisbane, Bent Records. In the studio with us tonight, from Bent, the man behind Bent, if you like, Doug Hutson. Hi, Doug.
Hello, Tony.
Well, it's quite an achievement starting a label anywhere, but especially Brisbane. What prompted you to do it?
Well, I guess it was a bit of a challenge, really. Seeing great quality bands playing to crowds of 20 and 30 people is not really an encouraging thing, and most of these bands sort of rarely make their way to Sydney. 3 out of 4 break up before that happens. And it's just a pity that the world never gets to hear of them, and yeah.
So all you got to hope actually is that they sell enough, or you can get it out to enough people to keep you going for the next batch.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, how long were you planning this?
Really only the last 6 months. Actually, it was going to be debuting my band's first single, but we broke up, so that wasn't a very positive thing. Yeah.
And did you have these first 4 bands in mind all the time?
Yeah, I'd been going out and seeing a lot of bands at the time, and yeah, these 4.
And as far as signing them up and that, how did you decide who would do what? I mean, who'd produce what, and who worked on them with you?
Well, basically, the bands themselves had a relatively good idea of what they wanted in the way of sounds. only one of the bands actually went outside of Brisbane to record, and that was the Wickermen. They went to Sydney. But the other three, they stayed in Brisbane, and two of them I was actually in the studio with an engineer that I'd worked with.
Most of these bands, I imagine, having not been home for 12 months, are relatively new themselves.
Yes, most of them only formed early, mid last year. But a lot of the people had been playing around before, of course, gone to China. They were principally Outer Limits before, and they had a very well-known drummer who's since come down to Sydney to be a radio star.
Oh, Crawley Bumlick. He's obviously a record company person, this lad. Why Bent?
Why Bents? My favourite label ever was Stiff.
Fair enough. Leaves itself open. The bands themselves have done a lot of work, it appears. Who put the packages together? The covers are all very nice too.
Basically, all the sleeve artwork and concept work was done by Robin from the Lemon Fabs, who just happens to be a wonderfully gifted graphic artist. And I gave her a rough idea of what I wanted, but she just totally blew me.
And were they all pressed in Brisbane?
No, unfortunately. They were pressed in Sydney by Modern Records, who do a wonderful job. Yeah. Brisbane still hasn't really got state-of-the-art pressing at the moment.
And but they were all recorded up there, except for
the Wickermen.
The Wickermen, which is down here. Whereabouts did you do them?
Well, two of them were done. Lemon Fabs and Gone to China were done at Pyramid Studios in the Valley. The Sun Orange was done at Sweet 16, which is a really plush 24-track thing with a white grand piano and black and white checked floor and, cocktail glasses and things. But of course, the Wickermen recorded down here in Sydney with Tony Charles and Larry Ponting, two ex-Brisbane boys.
We might hear another of the singles, and this one is The Wickermen, and it's a song called It Happens. This is Volume 2 of the opening catalogue of Bent Records.
Hey, 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 hey. Look at the situation that surrounds me. The stage is set. The act begins to start. I walk away, but you ran away. You ran away as the door shuts. The game is over. The moon is eclipsed, the sun is crowded, the hand gives, time will take it. You walk away and become like a stranger. I stay at the situation. It's all around me. The stage is set. The act begins to start. I walked away, but you ran away. You ran away as the door shut.
JJJ.
Minutes past 8 o'clock on JJJ, and good evening to everybody up in the Northern Territory who's just joined us. We just heard two songs there from the latest stuff from Bent, the Bent label. We heard from Sun Orange with The World, and the track before that, The Wickermen, and It Happens. And we've been talking to Doug Hutson, who's put the Bent label together himself. And an impressive array, considering it's their first outing, 4 singles in one go. Doug, did you want a particular style of band on Bent?
Well, basically, what we didn't want's more important. We didn't want the grungy Detroit bands that Brisbane's become infamous for in the last couple of years. That's already been well covered in Sydney, and a lot of people are fed up to the teeth with it, really. Yeah.
So you've gone for what?
We've gone for anything else, you know, someone who's intelligent, who records intelligently. We want to show the world the bands like the Go-Betweens weren't one-offs.
Yes, the gobs weren't a fluke. It can. Now, what about distribution for people that would say like to grab copies of these things? How do you go about setting up a label and getting the stuff out?
Well, basically, Brisbane distribution's a piece of fruit. We can handle it ourselves quite capably. That's why I'm in Sydney at the moment, is to talk to the various distributors. And I've been getting an encouraging reaction. You should be able to pick up our records. We're all...
So keep an eye out for the Bent label. It's a distinctive label, and the covers themselves are all standouts, as are the records inside. We're going to go out with the final single of the 4 that Doug's brought in for us. This is a band called Gone to China. I left the best one to last. This band includes a couple of people that I used to be in a band with, called, well, we won't go into what
The Outer Limits, they were called.
Thanks, Doug, you bastard. Now called Gone to China, and the song's called In Dreams. Have these guys been as Gone to China for very long?
Only for about a year. I must mention before you go, the first 100 copies of these are red vinyl, so grab them while they're hot.
That's a first for Brisbane.
Yep.
And keep an ear out for the drumming on this next record. It's by a guy named Stephen Pritchard, who's been drumming in Brisbane for a long time. Those of you who remember the old Zero will remember Stephen's fabulous stuff. But we'll go out with Gone to China. The single's In Dreams. Thanks for coming in, Doug.
Thank you.
And good luck with Bent. We look forward to seeing the next batch of things, if this is anything to go by.
Okay, thanks, Tony.